The ocean at night. Cold spray hitting your face. The deck vibrating beneath your boots. A deep, low hum you feel in your chest more than hear it. Somewhere below, thousands of horsepower are pushing steel through black water. Above you, stars. No landmarks, no roads, just darkness in every direction and a single glowing number on the bridge display. 12 knots. Every single flight you've ever taken, every cruise, every cargo ship carrying your electronics, your coffee, your clothes, they all measured speed in knots. Not miles per hour, not kilometers, knots. And nobody asks why. Seriously, what even is a knot? Why does a Boeing 787 use the same unit as an 18th century wooden sailing ship? Why do two of the most technologically advanced industries on Earth still cling to a measurement system invented before electricity existed? That's exactly what we're going to find out. Let's start with the obvious thing nobody notices. For most of human history, sailors had absolutely no idea how fast they were going. You're in the middle of the Atlantic, no GPS, no radar, no landmarks. Your captain needs to know where you are, but position depends on speed. Get the speed wrong and you sail straight past your destination, or into a reef. So what did they do? They threw a piece of wood overboard and timed it. Seriously, that was the system. Until the 1500s, when someone had a ridiculously simple but brilliant idea. They tied knots, actual physical knots, into a long rope at precise intervals, threw it overboard, and counted how many knots slipped through their fingers in 30 seconds. That count? That was your speed. The tool was called a chip log. It looked like a toy. It determined the fate of entire voyages. Here's where it gets interesting. A nautical mile isn't a random number. Think of the Earth as a giant orange. Slice it at the equator, divide that circle into 360 degrees, then divide each degree into 60 smaller pieces. Each one of those pieces, exactly 1 nautical mile. That means your chart and your speed are locked to the same geometry. 1 degree of latitude equals 60 nautical miles. No conversion, no math gymnastics. When a pilot calls out cruising at 480 knots, they're speaking a language built directly into every navigation chart on the planet. But here comes the part nobody sees. The unit survived because the entire global infrastructure of navigation was built around it. Think of it like a nervous system made of charts, protocols, and radio frequencies. If pilots suddenly switched to miles per hour, every chart, instrument, training manual, and international agreement would have to be rewritten simultaneously across every country on Earth. That's not stubbornness, that's the cost of rewiring a global nervous system that works perfectly fine. The result? A unit born from a knotted rope now coordinates over 100,000 commercial flights per day and 50,000 ships at sea, all speaking the same language, like every orchestra on Earth tuning to the same note. If you're finding this fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe to The Curious Mechanism for more hidden engineering stories. But you're probably thinking, what if someone gets it wrong? That actually happened. In 1983, Air Canada Flight 143 ran out of fuel mid-flight because ground crew confused kilograms with pounds. The unit mattered. It always matters. So aviation leaves it to memory. Every cockpit displays airspeed in knots only. The system isn't dumb, it's deliberately rigid because rigidity is protection when a mistake at 35,000 feet isn't fixable. Now comes the invisible part. 1 nautical mile equals exactly 1,852 meters, a number fixed by international agreement in 1929 in a conference in Monaco. GPS satellites output in nautical miles. ICAO mandates knots for aviation. The IMO mandates them at sea. These aren't suggestions, they're treaties. And here's the uncomfortable truth. About 90% of everything you own arrived on a ship at some point. Your phone, your food, your medicine, all of it routed through a system that still speaks the language of a Renaissance rope trick. We forget it exists precisely because it works too well. A knot isn't just a unit of speed, it's a thread connecting a sailor on a wooden deck in 1550 to a pilot at 38,000 feet tonight, crossing the same ocean in 8 hours. So next time you hear cruising at 490 knots, you'll know you're listening to 5 centuries of human ingenuity pretending to be a routine announcement. If this changed the way you think about navigation, subscribe to The Curious Mechanism and hit the like button. Share this with someone who's never once questioned why we measure speed in knots. This is The Curious Mechanism, exploring the invisible systems that keep the world running.